All right, let's do this. All right, all right. You know, self love is a really interesting thing, and well, I don't think people are necessarily good at it. Let me explain. See, most of us, if not all of us, overly romanticize things in life. We love our coffee in the mornings. We love our brand new drop kicks to the point where if we don't have that coffee or we scuff those brand new kicks, it ruins our day. And this is what I mean by romanticize. So we love the new Marvel movies that are coming out, and we are absolutely in love with our favorite TV stars and Netflix daily. Steve Carell, love you. John Krasinski, you're the best. Jenna Fisher, amazing. I don't know why I'm only naming Netflix Office characters, but hey, that's me. Just finished watching it for like the 28,000th time. But anyways, I mean, we romanticize everything. We fall in love with items. I mean, hell, most of us are even absolutely in love with our brand new smartphones to the extent that we just can't even live without them. And you don't have to be a millennial anymore to be in love with your phone. Shout out to the new Samsung Note 10 Plus. Gonna be doing a comprehensive review here in the future, just so you know. Plug, shameless plug. But listen, we've all been doing this since we were young, like really, really young, at least in my opinion. I mean, I can think of really old Disney and Nickelodeon shows that they created love interests for their characters for no reason. I didn't need to see any of these characters fall in love. I just needed to see some really fun storyline, and that's it. In fact, I'd say I didn't start caring about relationships until I feel like a lot of the stuff that I consumed made me start caring about things like relationships. Now, I guess that's just an opinion, but I hope you can kind of see where I'm going. And I'm hoping that in no way, shape, or form you guys think that I'm hating on love. You know, I mean, don't everybody start getting riled up and start being like, unsubscribe, ban Anthony. Anthony hates on love. He loves to hate and he hates love. That's in no way, shape, or form what I'm saying. But when I really look back on it, I think I much rather would have focused on personal development and getting through some of my teen and like preteen angst, as opposed to ignoring that angst and getting into relationships that then created more teen angst and like self-esteem issues and confidence problems. But I mean, whatever. And well, that's kind of what brings me to my topic of self-love and how I feel it's so necessary to really harness and learn it. Now, listen, I'm sure we all grew up in a relatively positive household where all of our loved ones were equally respected, and we were told to put your brothers and sisters first, always take care of auntie and grandma when they're in town, share everything that you have, always put others first, be selfless. And these are all extremely positive messages, and they're all meant for you to just be a good person. However, none of these messages really prioritize our needs as individuals. Like, I understand that we need to take care of our family, but what are your needs? Don't pretend they don't exist just because Aunt Martha is in town, right? By the way, I don't even have an Aunt Martha, so I'm just kind of creating things. And in a way, I think that this mentality has kind of created some issues for others long term. I think that we've been raised and ingrained for so long to put others before ourselves and to not even think about yourself, that it's led a lot of people to the degree where they will let themselves be stepped on, whether it's in a personal relationship or in a corporate environment. These people will often let themselves be overlooked by others because we feel that we're doing the right thing. However, it could really be shortchanging you and long term hurting you from things that you could be getting yourself and achieving, that you might be overlooked or stepped on in other relationships for. And I think in no way, shape, or form am I saying paying better attention to others' needs rather than your own is a selfish act. In fact, it's rather gallant. It's quite the effort. It's humbling, and it can lead to a lot of personal development. But the thing is, like all good things in life, if unchecked, too much of a good thing can really make you sick. It can be bad for you almost. You can find yourself really overworked doing others' tasks in your place of business just because you're picking up the slack and you don't mind, you're just trying to help keep the team going. But in the long run, it's kind of slowing everybody and hurting everything along the way. And that can translate into a lot of things. It's really important to take care of you. And I think one of the really important things to address is what are some of the ways that you can actually work on loving yourself and treating yourself right and really taking care of yourself that you can work on and really utilize without becoming selfish or going overboard. You don't have to completely change your character, or maybe you do if that's something that you're looking for. Maybe that's something you're completely looking to overhaul, is a character change in life and what you'd rather kind of transition your thoughts and feelings towards. But anyways, let's start small. You don't have to go out and buy yourself a brand new car. It doesn't need to feel like a midlife crisis. You don't need to go shovel your kids off onto grandma and grandpa and take a week and a half vacay out to the, I don't know, Costa Rica, Florida Keys, anywhere tropical. That sounds really, really nice right now because I would love some water with all this heat that's happening here in Colorado. But like I said, let's just start small. I myself love to do something really personal for myself, and it gets in nobody else's way. Maybe I'm on my way home from work or I'm in the middle of doing a sales call. I'll just kind of stop into a small little restaurant, nothing big, nothing crazy expensive, just something that I can take care of myself in. Maybe I'll stop into a ramen shop or a new taco joint, and I'll sit down. I won't take it to go. I won't eat it in the car like I normally would when I'm super busy all over the place. I'll sit down, I'll people watch a little bit, I'll just kind of enjoy the area, what I'm in, the smells, like if it's skillet for tacos, if it's fresh ramen. Like I'm on a ramen kick right now, so I'm gonna bring up ramen like a whole bunch and all sorts of Asian foods. Mongolian beef is like, oh, best smell ever. But anyways, I'll literally just like pop in some headphones, throw on a YouTube video that's not work related, or listen to The Office and just completely decompress. It's a moment that's entirely about me. It's not inconveniencing anybody because it's kind of been thrown into the rest of my schedule. It's just a way that I can take care of myself and nicely just treat myself to something small. But something so small is so significant in helping me reset that it helps me and enables me to go on about my day taking care of others. So I've taken care of myself to feel rejuvenated, to go take care of other people. I'm not dreading going home and still having to prep dinner for my son. I'm not dreading having to get like small tasks taken care of. All these little blessings stay blessings in my life and they don't become inconveniences, and it's freaking amazing. Loving yourself is an absolute blessing, but it doesn't have to cost you anything. You don't have to go buy yourself something. You don't have to go get yourself lunch or dinner. It could be hitting goals. That's a great way of taking care of yourself. If you have fitness goals, if you have health goals, take yourself to the gym. It's a great way, especially for parents. It might cost a few bucks more, but like I take my son to go play with kids while I go to the gym. And whether or not I'm choosing to hit a new max or get a pump on or just anything in general, maybe I'm just choosing to go sit in the sauna and once again unwind, decompress from my day and just enjoy myself. It's another treat yourself moment. Treat yourself.
Massages.
Treat yourself.
Mimosas.
Treat yourself. You can really enjoy and just absorb and take in. I think it's really important to do these things because that's a health goal. That long term keeps you healthy. It keeps you from crashing, from breaking. I believe the term is burning out, keeps you from burnout, which everybody at one point or another can or will experience. So take care of yourself now to at least extend that from happening, if at all. That'd be great if you could ever keep yourself from burning out. I know I have, but I think with some of these tools that I've been learning and working on, I think these are great ways to increase the longevity of your work life and just get things done better and take care of those around you more. And to be honest with you guys, I really believe that this movement is slowly gaining momentum. You really see, especially on things like Instagram and YouTube, like hashtag independence, hashtag self-love, hashtag single living life, hashtag van life, for people who are just like on the road, taking care of themselves, enjoying their own personal fulfillment. It's a selfishness that's necessary. And I think before I was a parent, I believe I was more selfless before I was a parent. And I know that sounds weird because as a parent, I give so damn much to my child that I love. But I've also learned that there are balances that I need to show my son that he will also need to learn so that he doesn't make the same mistakes that I made growing up. There's things that they can learn from us, our children, our friends and peers around us, from these little bits of selfishness that they don't really hinder anybody, but you're the most positive person at work. You're the happiest parent picking up your kid from school. You are the most just able-bodied person when somebody needs you. And it's because you've done little bits to really stimulate and take care of yourself that anything else doesn't become an inconvenience. I love it. And I mean, to be honest, this message may not resonate with everybody. Some people are already there. They already know the balance between taking care of themselves and taking care of others. But for those of you who are humble to a fault, and let's admit it, a lot of those are parents because they just don't know when to stop for their kids and taking care of yourself no longer matters. But seriously, for any of you who are humble to a fault, loyal to any degree, who are unconditionally, and we'll talk about that in another video, unconditionally loving those around you, I admire the absolute shit out of you. You are an amazing human being, and any stories of your selflessness or selfishness that you have, I would love for you to share those below. Stories of selflessness that might inspire others to go take care of other family and friends, or stories of selfishness that will inspire those same people to take care of themselves and cut off a little slice for themselves every once in a while and really take care of their own. I would appreciate seeing those stories absolutely in the comments. I'd love to connect with you. It'd be a privilege for me to really hear these stories, maybe take some of those into my own regimes of life. But for those of you who really, honestly, just can't stop doing everything for everyone, do yourself a favor. Really, do me a favor. Do something for yourself every once in a fucking while. It's okay. I would be so proud of you for doing that. It'll make you feel refreshed. It'll make you feel ready for another day. And I think it's going to be the most important thing that you've done for yourself in a long time, is just being a little bit selfish. I think it'll make you happier to go help others. And I really think it'll just give you a better outlook on your day and your life ahead. Thank you so much, so much for tuning into this video. And I really hope that it helps you turn something out for yourself, if that makes sense. I really hope it helps you help yourself, basically. Speaking of helping myself, I think I'm going to go out, take a little walk, and at the same time, I think it's going to help my puppy because my dog wants to go for a walk. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Have a great week.